Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you for being here. Now, I want you to really hear me. Not just listen. I want you to feel these words. Carry them with you like a stone in your pocket. Because what I'm about to share, it ain't just about motivation. It's about life. It's about truth. And sometimes truth doesn't come wrapped in comfort. Sometimes it comes wrapped in failure, in fear. In nights you cry out to God asking, why me? Why? Now let me start right here. If you don't believe you are the best, then you will never achieve all that you are capable of. Now, some of you, the moment you hear that, you shrink. You say, but Denzel, I'm not the best. I'm not special. I don't come from wealth. I didn't grow up with connections. I don't have the right skin, the right voice, the right confidence. And I say, so what? What's stopping you is not the world. It's not the system. It's not your past. It's you. That quiet voice in your head, the one whispering, you can't. You've been listening to it for far too long. It's time to rewrite that narrative. You see, when I was young, when I was broken, directionless, and unsure of myself, nobody handed me a blueprint to greatness. Nobody stood over me and said, son, this is how you win. I had to find it. I had to trip over it. I had to fail into it. And let me tell you something you may not hear in those highlight reels on your timeline. Success is messy. Dreams are loud. Growth is painful. But you were built for it. Don't confuse believing you're the best with arrogance. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about walking into a room and demanding the spotlight. I'm talking about walking into the storm, the struggle, the uncertainty, and knowing that you have something inside of you that cannot be measured by circumstance. Because if you don't believe it, no one else will. I know people with degrees and no direction. I know people with charm and no character. I've seen people rise fast and fall even faster because they never believed they were worthy of what they were chasing. But when you believe you are the best, not better than others, but better than your former self every single day, you unlock a version of you that is unstoppable. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and said, I am capable of greatness? Not because someone else told you, not because you read it in a book, but because deep down in your spirit you knew it. Some of you haven't said that in years. Some of you never have. But tonight, that changes because faith without belief in yourself is like a bird without wings. You want to soar? Then you better learn how to speak life over your own name. You better learn how to pray not just for strength, but for clarity. Clarity to see your worth even when the world tells you otherwise. Clarity to walk alone when the crowd moves in the opposite direction. And clarity to get back up after life has knocked you down, chewed you up, and left you on the side of the road. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for someone to tap you on the shoulder and say, now's the time. The time is now. Some of you are sitting on ideas, on talents, on dreams. You're waiting until you're ready, until you're more polished, more prepared, more perfect. Let me break it to you. You'll never feel fully ready. And that's okay. Start anyway. See, what we're talking about here tonight is more than just success. This ain't about a trophy. It's not about money. It's about alignment. You were put here for a reason. And the tragedy isn't that people die. The real tragedy is that people die never having lived, never having tapped into their calling, never having dared to believe that their voice mattered. Let me tell you what I know about belief. Belief is a decision, not a feeling. You wake up in the morning and you choose to believe. You choose to fight through the doubt. You choose to trust that what's inside of you is greater than what's in front of you. And when the world tells you you're not enough, you say, watch me. When your past creeps in and tells you failed too many times, you say, this ain't the end of my story. When fear grips your heart, you look it dead in the face and say, not today. Because believing you are the best is not about ego. It's about ownership, owning your gift, owning your journey, owning your scars. It's about standing tall in rooms where no one knows your name and still walking like God sent you. Let me pause for a moment and tell you this. Every person in this room, every soul hearing my voice, you have been called. You've been chosen. And your responsibility is not just to survive. It's to thrive, to rise above the noise, to be an example not of perfection, but of perseverance. There's a young man out there who's looking for a father figure, There's a young woman out there who's desperate for a light in the darkness. There's a world out there full of pain, full of noise, full of distractions. And what it needs is more people who believe in something bigger than fear, something deeper than applause. People who believe in purpose, in process, in power. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. You just have to show up with belief. Now, I want you to think about this. 10 years from now, where will you be if you keep living with doubt? How many opportunities will you pass by because you didn't think you were ready? How many versions of yourself will die in silence because you couldn't muster the courage to speak life? Don't let that be your story. Don't let fear write your obituary. You got more living to do. You got more giving to do. You got more loving to do. You got more fighting to do. But first, you gotta believe. Believe that your voice matters. Believe that your presence is a gift. Believe that your best days are still ahead. Even when life tells you otherwise. Even when your back is against the wall. Even when you're tired, broke, heartbroken, overlooked, believe. Anyway, stand anyway. Shine anyway. That's what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers. That's what makes a difference. So tonight, as you leave this place, I don't want you to carry doubt with you. I want you to carry belief. Hold it close. Speak it daily. Breathe it in and out like oxygen. Because when you do, and you finally start walking like you were born for this, nothing can stop you. God bless you. And don't you ever forget who you are. If today's message touched something in you, don't stop here. Join God Bless You, our members-only space where inspiration runs deeper. Lessons get real and we grow stronger together. It's not just support, it's family, it's fire, it's faith. Hit that join button and let's keep walking this journey side by side. God bless you always. You just finished listening to the show. To view other episodes, please click on the playlist icon currently displayed on the screen. Thank you. Music